Male giraffes in Africa test if a female is fertile by drinking her, urine like wine. A male hippo can bite a 4-meter crocodile completely in half. Their bite force is over 1.8 tons. You can actually see the Sahara's dust from space. It even crosses the Atlantic, which is a big deal because it messes with hurricanes and ocean life. But hidden beneath all that sand is a secret. There are enormous underground freshwater fossil aquifers in the Sahara, ancient water reserves trapped since wetter climates. The weather here can be totally contradictory though. The Atlas Mountains can get seriously snowy, like a real winter wonderland, while the Sahara Desert, just a bit further on, is baking hot. A Nile crocodile can slow its heart to 2 beats per minute, letting it survive a full year without eating. African elephants speak in infrasound and can communicate rumbling messages across several kilometers. Whole herds coordinate by sounds humans can't hear. The San, or Bushmen of southern Africa, can identify, track, and interpret animal signs so precisely that a single footprint gives them a multi-paragraph story: sex, speed, when it passed, and if it limped. Himba women never wash with water for most of their lives. Instead, they smoke bathe and cover themselves in aromatic red ochre. In the Omo Valley, a bull jumping ceremony decides manhood. Fail the jump and you're not a man yet. Samburu warriors traditionally drink fresh cattle blood mixed with milk for strength, a warrior breakfast. While some rely on strength, others rely on mimicry. Some pygmy roots can imitate over 100 rainforest animal sounds perfectly, fooling even the animals. Back to the animals, African wild dogs are seriously good at hunting, with a success rate often hitting 60 to 90%. That's thanks to some killer teamwork and everyone knowing their job. Giraffe tongues are black-blue and up to 45 centimeters, not just long, but pigmented to resist sunburn while browsing treetops. Can you believe it? Ostriches have the largest eyes of any land vertebrate, bigger than their brains, giving incredible low-angle vision. And then there's the pangolin. The pangolin's tongue is longer than its body, excluding tail, when extended, a ballistic, sticky probe into termite nests. The tiny African bat-eared fox eats thousands of insects per night and has ears tuned to locate termite wing beats in sand. Super quiet. Meerkat teachers deliberately disable scorpions, remove stingers, to teach pups how to handle live prey. Active teaching in a mammal. Elephants can detect underground water by sensing subtle seismic vibrations through their feet, then dig wells for whole herds. But sometimes the water comes to them in a surprising way. The Okavango Delta actually floods when things get dry. Water flows in from Angola, turning the desert into a massive route for wildlife. And speaking of things falling from the sky, the Hoba meteorite in Namibia is the largest intact meteorite on Earth and sits where it fell, a 60-ton alien rock you could walk up to. In some Nilotic cultures, the tallest men often marry the tallest women. Height is considered a divine trait linked to cattle ancestry. Hippos actually ooze a reddish-orange goo. People call it blood sweat. It's a pigment cocktail that works as a natural sunscreen and antibiotic. Madagascar split off from Africa millions of years ago, so its animals have been doing their own thing ever since. That's why about 90% of its wildlife is totally unique and found only there. Some termite mounds, like the ones built by macrotermes, are basically living climate control systems. Their structure actually keeps the nest cool and ventilated on its own, like an insect-made AC unit. That's wild. Olive baboons have actually been observed snatching up feral dog puppies and bringing them up as guard animals. Victoria Falls throws so much water into the air that it creates its own local weather, spray-driven rainforests and permanent mist. The Skeleton Coast in Namibia is super foggy and cold because the Atlantic currents crash right into the desert. You'll find shipwrecks, whale bones, and creepy old ship graves all along the coast. The Great Rift Valley in Africa is seriously huge. It's this massive chain of lakes, towering cliffs, volcanoes, and constant tectonic movement that goes on for thousands of kilometers. And finally, the landscape itself plays tricks on your eyes. Some African salt flats and pans reflect the sky so perfectly they can act as natural mirrors, confusing animals and pilots. Which one of these facts blew your mind? Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more amazing facts.